Well, let me pray first. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, give me the words to speak to these people today. Then we'll be talking about blessings and cancer. Amen. Well, on June 19th, my husband took ill, had a neck cancer, and has drained us financially, mentally, emotionally, but we never gave up our faith in the Lord. And, you know, when you get married and you go through everyday life, me and my husband's been together for 20 years, only married 9 of 20 years. And this really rocked the rug from under us, because you get the big diagnosis, cancer. Scary. Because you can't run cancer. Cancer runs your life when somebody has it. But I remember coming home. I remember them telling us that he had brain cancer in the emergency room. I remember going out in the parking lot at William Wilmer Hospital and just sobbing and sobbing. I called my sister and she came back up there, and I was praying until she got there. And I remember hearing stories about Father Solanos and stuff. So I prayed to him, because we won't find out exactly what kind of cancer this is, if it's attached to the brain, throat, nose, ears, throats, we don't know. And a long weekend to find out. So I said this prayer, and I asked the Lord and Father Solanos if they can put their healing hands on my husband and let me know everything's going to be alright and he's going to make it through this cancer. Well, we come home and I sobbed that night and was praying. How are we going to pay our bills? How are we going to do this? How are we going to buy food for the kids? How are we going to keep the roof over our head? And I think on Tuesday night, it really shook my world, because when you have surgery, and they were going to take a biopsy of what they found on an x-ray, and it's pretty scary. Nurse comes out and hands me my husband's wedding band. Mind you, 9 years of being married, 20 years of being together. We've only had our wedding bands off for certain reasons. And my wedding band broke. My husband's had his on the whole time we've been married, except for twice where he took it off because he hurt his finger, and once he was mad at me. But it's never really left his hand for a long period of time. And they handed me a bag with their wedding ring in it. And I started sobbing. My sister thought I was crazy. Because you're in shock. You're totally in shock. Emotionally overloaded from this. And you don't know where you're going to turn, what door's going to open, and who's going to help you, who's not going to help you. You find out who your true friends are, who your true church family is. You find out everything when the diagnosis is cancer. And we have a sweet lady at our church. Her name's Marilyn. And Lord, please I'm gonna pray for her right now. Lord, please put your healing hands on Marilyn, because that you made one of a kind when you came to Marilyn. If it wasn't for Marilyn, I don't think I would get through the first 2 weeks of this cancer with my husband. She called me every day. We even did a project. And I got through it. But he has head and neck cancer, the throat cancer, up here, behind his eyes, attached to the bottom of his, back of his neck, to his brain, all the cells are all over it. And the only treatment is heavy dose of the radiation and chemotherapy. Well, my first video on here is him ringing the bell. So last Friday, he got to ring that bell. And our family, part of our family was there, part of our family couldn't be there because of work. Our oldest son went to college that day, but they all got to see the bell ringing. It's just a significant part of cancer, of hearing that. Now we have the rest of going through the chemotherapy part. And we'll get through it. Because cancer's not going to beat us, we're going to beat the cancer. But you never give up faith. You keep your knees bended and pray. Pray and pray. Like no tomorrow. Because prayers do get answered. We were 3 months behind in our rent. We had our gas being shut off, our water almost shut off, and this organization that we got paperwork for came through and picked up all those bills for us, and I praise the Lord for that. Jesus is so mighty, so mighty. Well, I have a GoFundMe page that I started also. It's Our Fight for Stan. And it's drew a little bit of money, not much. It was enough to get us back and forth to the radiation treatments. And this guy called me the night that went up and said that I'm going to make sure that amount's covered. Well, Saturday night we got a call from this gentleman who wants to remain anonymous, and we went and met him, and he gave us a check for a nice size amount that'll keep us afloat for a few months. Because my husband's disability, his long-term, short-term disability, doesn't even pay a bill. It's really sad of what, for where he works for, that they really, the long-term and short-term disability is really bad. And we just barely made it. How God is so awesome when you least expect it. But you know, you hear these stories of people having people pay it forward, giving you gifts of money and stuff. Well, it just happened to me and my husband, and I praise this anonymous donor of thanking him from the bottom of my heart and my husband's heart. Because without that gift, I don't know what next month would bring, but we're going to beat this and get through whatever we need to get through to finish off this cancer treatment. I'm not good at this, so this is my second time blogging, and I just want people to understand there's people out here that'll pray for you. There's people out here that have the same cancer or different cancers going through the same fight. And it's funny how they say there's places out here to help family, and there really isn't. I'd like to find people in the Michigan area to put a fundraiser together. People with cancer, and I'll make that clear. People with cancer, of coming out with some kind of fundraiser that is awesome. I'd like to do a fundraiser for people that beat their cancer, have a nice party for them, because they without their family and their friends and everyone supporting them, they won't get through it. I mean, my husband 2 weeks ago, he was threatening me because I had to put a gravity bag on him to feed him. I was poisoning him, so I just laughed it off. Yeah, I'm poisoning. Here's your gravity, here's your milk, because they're not joking matter. They're weak, and they're helpless, and you're helpless. But God is good. So anyone with any family member right now, I pray for you and a full recovery, that the Lord is putting His hands, His healing hands on you in the name of Jesus, to cure your cancers and heal you. But if you like to talk, just leave me a comment, and if you're a hater, don't have time for you, because it's God's time with me, and this truly opened my eyes that the Lord is real, and the Lord listens to our prayers.